Hi there, welcome to Bashback 2021, a virtual shooting competition for anybody who's either queer or an ally and into shooting. So, the world sucks. Hate is being spread like Nutella. What's the hateful version of Nutella? Marmite. It's being spread like Marmite. Misinformation is more easily available than it's ever been, and we live in an age where the worst can be readily pushed into assuming they get to kill the things they disagree with. Part of this channel is about getting anybody in the queer community and anybody who's a friend of the queer community capable and ready. And in that effort, I'm putting together a little challenge for people to complete on their own in order to practice and keep their skills sharp, and also to throw some lead down range. Also, shout out to TacticoolGirlfriend, who helped a fair amount with refining the way the competition would be formatted, and whose entries I cannot wait to see. Anybody with a range and a concealable holster can complete this, as well as a concealable pistol. The concealed response drill. This is designed to allow anybody with access to a range to be able to complete it. All you need is a concealable holster and some clothing. I've been told you can't go to a range naked. Step 1, order a pizza. No, seriously. And thank you. Pizza businesses are struggling nowadays, and frankly, one, nobody needs less pizza. Everybody needs more pizza in their life. But more importantly, this pizza box is actually a fairly standard size. As long as you avoid the Domino's and Pizza Huts, your chains that get to develop their own, go to buy a pizza from a local pizza shop that uses a standard format large pizza box. I just have a larger pizza and then empty out the box. Watch it, it's really good. Once you've emptied out the box, you're also going to need 5 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, black and white spray paint, or optionally markers will work. And realistically, it doesn't have to be black and white, it can be two opposing colors. I happen to use red and green as an example. A staple gun is also handy. Gloves are useful for avoiding getting paint on your hand, but are otherwise unnecessary. You also need a coin of some variety. I happen to use a leftover token from a closed casino that was worth nothing. You'll also need a digital clock of some kind running on the video you submit. You don't need to start the clock as soon as your run starts, but you do need to have time running through the video that we can use to determine that, basically that nobody increases the frame rate. Like, we won't kill you if you can't, but if it's at all possible, I'd really appreciate it. Step 2, cut the pizza top off with the sides removed. Save them, you're gonna need them later. Take the first piece of paper, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. You should have just created a paper that is now 1/4 the size of the other pieces of paper. Using that, spray paint 3 targets. Now set those 3 pieces of paper aside. Take that 4th piece of paper and put out 2 targets. They should overlap on the pizza box, but they should mostly be apart. Paint those down with the 2 opposing colors. Then use the smaller target you made from folding the piece of paper, put that in the center, enough that it's offset, and make 2 more outlines. Now attach the paper that we made to the strips that we made. You want to have the strips have the tabs on 2 of them with the tab holding out on one side and 1 of them with the tab holding out on the other. Because at the end, you're going to attach them to the side of the target. This is what it should look like fully assembled. Also, paint both sides of a coin. Also, if you've got pizza boxes stored up, or if you've got friends who would order a pizza and take one for the team in order to get you a pizza box, more targets means more runs doing this. Step 3, check the U. What you want to be carrying is 1 gun and 1 backup magazine. That is all you are allowed to carry. You can make the magazine any size, which means you can do this entire competition with 1 magazine. But you should carry a backup in case you have a problem. Also, you should carry a backup if you are planning to do this with a single stacked gun. Any caliber above 9mm short is acceptable, so no 22 long rifle, no 25 ACP, no 32 ACP, no 22 Magnum. Anything that isn't as strong as 380 ACP is considered not a defensive round. And by strong, I mean muzzle energy. Magazine fed is what the competition is set up for. You can do this with revolvers, but you're going to be limited to one of 2 options. Either you can have 1 speed loader on you and try and finish the competition with the number of bullets that will contain in your revolver and take a penalty for however many short you're going to be. Or you can carry the revolver and the exact number of rounds that would be required to complete a full run, in addition, in a loose pocket. You can't bring any more ammo than that, and you can't bring a speed loader, but if you want to be able to finish the entire competition without taking the time penalty, you can bring loose ammo in a pocket. If you are short rounds with the single speed loader, you have to accept the penalty. There will be different awards at the end of this for the fastest revolver, the fastest single stack, and the fastest double stack, because those times are going to be so vastly different. A single run should look like this. Set the target to 7 yards, or 21 feet. Start with the gun holstered, concealed, have the timer visible, flip the coin, call out the result. Your time starts when you put the coin down. The coin flip can be replaced by a friend calling out a color and you putting a stone down. The stone going down is the start of your time. The first target is the color picked by the coin flip. 3 rounds go into that. Then 4 rounds goes into each of the surrounding targets. Each miss that is completely off the target will be a 7-second penalty. And a wince for me when I'm watching this at home. That's just because I'm a pretentious little bitch. God, I should make a drinking game out of watching the footage. Watch out for the reviewing the footage drinking game, coming soon. Hitting the outer rectangle when aiming for the inner rectangle is a 3-second penalty. Hitting the wrong target color on the first target is a disqualification. Here is what some good footage from a concealed response drill will look like. So, get to practicing. If you want to submit an entry, here's what you need to do. First of all, post a video of your run to YouTube or Odyssey. Tweet me at queerarmorer that you have just posted a run for Bashback 2021. Include the hashtag Bashback 2021 and a link to the video. If you're able to, send me a copy of the original footage at the email I'll provide below. Like, don't fucking cheat. I don't want to have to deal with cheaters. I'll be able to figure out your video stuff. I guarantee you, I am a fucking nerd when it comes to video editing. And there's no financial benefit to this. Have your entries in by August 24th, and on September 1st I'll put out a video announcing a few winners and highlighting a few things. Particularly people who have multiple versions, I'm going to have a most improved category. In addition to the most improved award, we're also going to have the most improvised award, which is going to be for whoever submits an entry with the most janky, barely held together rig. We'll also have 3 mechanical categories. There's the weapons mechanic, which is anybody who has a mechanical failure and still has a competitive time is eligible for the weapons mechanic award, and that will be awarded multiple times. The build mechanic award will as well. That is for anybody who builds a weapon specifically for the competition. And the technique mechanic award will be given to anybody who documents how they process and trained for this, so that people who want to see how to practice more can learn how to practice. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you think you're gonna try it yourself, hit that like button. If you're genuinely angry at me because I'm not letting rimfire in because I don't think it's nearly reliable enough to be used as a defensive cartridge, hit subscribe, but try to like smash through it so that nobody else will be able to subscribe, I guess. If you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon. I'm gonna start posting a lot more Patreon-specific video content as well, so there'll be additional videos on there as well as access to some of my live stream stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't tell you how excited I am to see all of your entries. And remember, moral doesn't mean legal, and Stonewall was a riot. Peace.